Opportunities we have here going into our afternoon. Well, we are 10 days into our rally here where we had rallied away from a profit target coming out of Monday the 30th. We had broken a series of short setups, and then we had a halfway back long from lows to highs that was front run by one tick on April 2nd. Last week, Tuesday, we ran into a pullback we had run into on Sunday night, Monday, and then again on Tuesday morning. And that led us to and through a profit target of this traditional long setup, which had a target of the 67.24.75. Last week was the very first extension long level that we had from the previous highs of that last traditional to our highs. And you can see that here. And then it completed targets. As we went into Friday afternoon, we had an extension long level at the 67.70.75. Now we ran into that long setup coming out of our Sunday night, Monday, and we have literally gone straight up from that support level. And that was 67.67. And we're currently at 69, almost 69.97 is where we hit 7,000 on the S&P. Now you can see this extension has gone to its targets. And then at 9:30, we went right through. And so there's a previous high from last week, Friday, to highs that is currently our extension long level. Notice how the old profit target is sitting right on top of that new support level. And so we're in a bit of a no man's land right now. It doesn't mean it's bearish, doesn't mean the markets have to fall back into their support immediately. But it is interesting in relation to the VIX, and note that we're inside of Friday's highs to highs extension. When you go and look at the VIX right now, the VIX is completely reset. And this is what's fascinating about our current situation on the indices, is that the VIX is Friday's lows to lows. And again, this is exactly the inverse setup of the extension that we were just talking about here on the ES. This is the lows to lows extension. And the VIX this morning made a low at 7:45 in the morning. And it never made a new low. Now, the indices during that same time period, during that very same time frame, if we're thinking about, say, the NYSE Open, the 8 o'clock time frame, we were in the 40s. And so we've rallied 70 plus points, and the VIX hasn't gone anywhere. Now, the VIX now has completely reset itself into its extension short. And that would be like the ES being inside of this pullback. It would be like it trading down here into the 69.43.75s. It's the equivalent of the indices completely resetting. And so this is where we have to be very careful, because the VIX is trading its next extension short level to the tick, and it has a target down at the 1994s down here. One of the really interesting things that has gone on here today is that you don't normally see the VIX and the indices diverging by this amount. There was one period that we had right before the coronavirus crash in 2020. And it was from right around February 10th to right around February 18th, which was a Friday, going into the 20th, I believe, which was a Monday. And the VIX and the indices rose together during that time. And it was about a 10-day period, or about a 7 trading day period. And it is not. This stream continues at eminiaddict.com. The link is in the description. Join me there for tools and resources for learning measured move trading. I wrote the book on the measured move. Check out the hundreds of others that have learned trading plan development, pattern recognition, money management, and trading discipline with me to become the best, most confident trader that you can be.